Hello friends, welcome to our podcast, Kanooni Kahaniyan, Legal Stories. Today we'll discuss an interesting and complex case recently decided by the Supreme Court of India. This is Civil Appeal No. 8544 of 2024, where the appellant is Mr. R. Raghu and the respondents are Mr. G.M. Krishna and others. I'm your host, and today we'll break down this case in simple English, like a friendly conversation without any bias, staying completely neutral. Let's begin. Episode title: Battle for Land, a story of loans, auctions, and alleged fraud. Friends, let's first understand what this case was about. The story begins back in the 1990s in Karnataka. Mr. G.M. Krishna was the managing director of a company called Hoysala Thermo Farmers Pvt Limited. The company had taken a loan from the Karnataka State Financial Corporation, KSFC, with Krishna himself acting as guarantor. The company defaulted on the loan, and KSFC moved to recover the money through court. In 1999, the Principal District Judge of Bangalore passed a decree against the company for more than Rs.61 crores. For recovery, KSFC filed an execution petition, and one agricultural land belonging to Krishna Survey No. 67, Agara village, about 5.5 acres, was put up for auction. Here's where the real twist begins. At the auction, a man named R. Raghu placed the highest bid first at Rs. 15, 5 lakhs, later Rs. 18, 5 lakhs in court auction. But Raghu claimed he was a trustee of an organization called Ved Vignan Maha Vidya Peeth, and the sale certificate was issued in the trust's name. Krishna alleged this was fraud, since under the Karnataka Land Reforms Act, 1961, a trust could not buy agricultural land. According to him, Raghu kept changing positions, sometimes claiming to be the buyer himself, sometimes claiming to buy on behalf of the trust. This dispute led to multiple rounds of litigation, in fact, 5 separate sets of litigation. Let's go through each set briefly. First set, Krishna challenged the sale, but his petition was rejected due to delay. High Court and Supreme Court both upheld that rejection. Second set, Krishna transferred adjacent lands, Survey NOSM 70-71/2A-179, to his wife Arathi Krishna through a gift deed and tried to get a survey done. Raghu challenged this and the court stayed the survey. Third and fourth sets, more survey reports and Tehsildar's orders were challenged. Courts rejected Krishna's claims and even passed strictures against officials, saying they acted in a colorful exercise of power. Fifth set, Krishna again filed a petition under Section 47 of CPC, calling the sale null and void. This time, the trial court ruled in his favor and cancelled the sale. Raghu appealed in the High Court. The High Court partly allowed Raghu's appeal. It upheld the sale, but ordered Raghu to pay Krishna an additional Rs. 25 lakhs per acre and directed the district court to fix proper boundaries of survey numbered 67. Both sides then appealed to the Supreme Court. Now, what evidence and discussions took place in court? Most of the evidence was documentary loan agreements, decrees, auction records, sale certificates, gift deeds, survey reports, bailiff reports, which stated the land was hard to identify, and previous judgments. Raghu's side argued he was a valid purchaser. Yes, he mentioned the trust, but he ultimately purchased in his individual capacity. Krishna's side argued it was fraud. Raghu kept switching identities between trustee and individual. The key legal discussions revolved around Order 21, Rule 90, and Section 47 of the CPC, Sections 79A, 79B, 79C of the Karnataka Land Reforms Act, though these were retrospectively repealed in 2020, and the conduct of both parties. The Supreme Court noted that Raghu's dual role was suspicious, but since the sale had already been upheld in earlier litigation, it could not be disturbed now. At the same time, Krishna's conduct was also questionable, repeatedly challenging, delaying, and keeping the dispute alive through gift deeds. So, what was the conclusion? The Supreme Court dismissed both appeals. It upheld the High Court's order, meaning the sale remains valid. Raghu must pay an additional Rs. 25 lakhs per acre, About Rs won 375 crores in total for 5.5 acres. The district court will conduct a survey to fix the exact boundaries of survey number 67. The contempt petition was also closed. In short, Raghu keeps the land, but with extra payment and proper boundary measurement. Krishna's demand to cancel the sale was rejected. What's the morale of the story? Friends, this case shows how important honesty and transparency are in legal processes. If you keep shifting your stand or attempt fraud, the court will penalize you, like Raghu being ordered to make extra payment. On the other hand, misusing the system with repeated frivolous challenges won't help either, as seen with Krishna, who faced strictures from the court. Lessons we can learn. 1. Think carefully before becoming a guarantor for a loan. If there's a default, your property can be auctioned. 2. While participating in a court auction, follow all the rules, especially land laws. 3. In litigation, your conduct matters. Courts balance equity based on behavior. 4. Surveys and boundary fixation are crucial. Unidentified property leads to endless disputes. 5. Ultimately, the law is equal for all. Neither Raghu completely won, nor did Krishna. Justice was balanced. Friends, if you liked this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll meet again in the next episode with another legal story. Thank you, and take care.